there's a whole different light to this story than what it appears face value.
Really?
I'm absolutely heartbroken when I see how Joe and Hunter Biden are treated in the news and how vehemently they're attacked. So a lot of what I've learned in this research has, given me the opportunity to share it with folks out there in the public.
From my point of view, from what I saw on the laptop, a lot of people say like the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. So with the Bidens, people have seen like Joe Biden like sniffing kids and stuff, and they think Hunter's probably not far away from that because his dad is so screwed up.
Tony, I totally agree. Very bizarre behavior on film there. But let's face it, when we look at the reality of things and we take into consideration, Joe Biden didn't become the leader of the free world based on his charm and stamina. He has an advanced intellect that allows him to maintain a certain level of intuitiveness. And in this particular example, and again, you look at these images and you're like, this guy's nuts.
From the laptop.
Yeah, absolutely. So basically, the information I gained from this is that there have been studies shown that dogs and other animals have the ability to sniff out diseases and certain types of cancers from individuals.
Really?
Right.
Yeah, I never heard of this, but you sent us an image from Hunter's laptop. Dirk, if you could pull up the first image. Yeah. So this was on Hunter's laptop we're looking at,
right.
And he had so what we're seeing a screenshot of a news article, and it looks like Joe, his father, sniffing kids, but the news article says, "Can dogs detect cancer?"
Well, the follow-up to that, and a lot of that information was very vague, but the bottom line is that's exactly what he's doing here. He is showing, he's using some type of what he considers courteous behavior and determining whether these people are suffering from any kind of illness.
Well, Dirk, we've actually found this news article. Pull it up that that Hunter took a screenshot of. So this is actually from Medical News Today. And we could scroll through as it says, can dogs detect cancer? Dogs have an acute sense of smell. Researchers are finding that dogs can sniff out cancer by detecting odor in signatures of breast, colorectal, lung, and other types of cancer. So this is a real thing, that dogs can smell cancer. Right, and I think for a lot of dog lovers out there and have the knowledge of some of the assets that the dogs can do, this is not that unfamiliar. But when we see another human being do it, it becomes a little odd, But again, through the research on this laptop and other things that we have derived from it in the knowledge, we found that this is something that Joe Biden does, and he has the ability to do that. So you think this is why Hunter had this news article next to a photo of his father sniffing kids? Because I guess came to the same conclusion that Joe's sniffing because he's checking these kids for cancer. He's not being a creep. The reason he's doing it, again, is to, in our opinion and in our research, indicates that he's looking for some type of ailment, cancerous, or whatnot. Okay, so Joe's actually, he's doing a good thing, I think, for the kids, which is nice. Right. Again, bizarre behavior, something that, as lay people, we think is absolutely insane. But again, with the higher intellect type of mentality, that which Biden is something he passes on to his son, and we'll get into that later on in our discussion, about Hunter and his abilities. But this is where I find him, or I find this image to describe what it describes here. Okay, so yeah, Joe has a high intellect where he could do these kind of special abilities, which is cool. And Hunter, I guess you're saying, has abilities too, but from the other images we saw on the laptop.
Wait, who's that woman in the photo?
Oh, the one adult in the photo? I don't know.
But, okay.
Do we know? I'm not sure.
These aren't AI images. These are real.
No, these are real. No, these are real. Yeah. No, it's one of Biden's past.
Right, but it's a series of different
I thought it was
photos,
just
images.
Children.
He sniffs.
It's occasionally an adult.
He's an equal opportunity sniffer.
Yeah. Yes, that's a perfect way to describe it. Yeah, he does not. He's not biased I think what it is his an intuitiveness that he feels that somebody has this, and that's what makes him do it.
Well, my one gripe with it, though, is the article said dogs, like you could smell cancer in breasts, the colon, and the lungs. He's smelling their heads. He should be smelling their breasts and asses.
Should be, yeah. That would be more respectful, yeah.
Right.
Why is he touching the kid's head?
Well, there's been it's been proven that sometimes it could
Reiki.
come right from the scalp.
Oh.
You know. Again, a lot of these images.
That's like what the lady does at the nail salon.
Well, there's an Asian girl there, so I guess he's trying to make her feel like comfortable around her own, like how she feels with her own family.
Tony.
Well,
What is the way that you